The F4 British Championship, certified by FIA, powered by Ford EcoBoost, rolled into Knockhill for the anti-penultimate event of the racing year. So here's the grid for round 23 of the F4 British Championship. Partially reversed grid, which sees Ayrton Simmons on pole position, Sebastian Priaulx alongside then Cian Duis and Jack Doohan. Row 3, Patrick Pasma and yesterday's winner, Jonathan Hoggard. Dennis Hauger is next up from Povo Tonteri, Manuel Suleiman and Josh Skelton. The grid completed by Sebastian Alvarez and Jamie Sharp. Lights out, away we go. Good start from Simmons. This race, as much as anything else, is going to be about seeing who makes progress, but Simmons made a good start. Priaulx tucking into second position. Cian Duis is in third, holding that. We've got two Red Bull cars together, still locked in their championship battle, both overall and rookie for third place in the championship. Jamie Sharp looking up the inside line there of Alvarez. It's going to be difficult to pass, but he's got the inside line on the Mexican on the first couple of corners. Good move by Sharp to get the race underway. Yeah, he was superb yesterday. He was very good in qualifying. He's been good in testing as well, and he likes it here in the dry. Let's see how he gets on in the wet. It's obviously a completely different ballgame as he's using all the exit curve. And then we've got Skelton as well, who's run wide. He's gone through the gravel, so yeah, you've got to be careful not to get anywhere near that painted area. There we go, Skelton again. He's going to hit the wall. Oh, what a shame for Skelton. That's put him out of the race, and that's probably going to give us a safety car. Yeah, I think you're right. Under the barrier there. Watch yesterday's race with his dad and Simmons' dad as well. Oh, there's more contact further back with Hoggard, and I think that's Hauger as well. Yeah, not good. So Hoggard facing the wrong way. This race, the result of this race doesn't have any effect on the grid of the third race today. That's decided. But Josh Skelton fancied him to get a few decent points here because the on wet tyres, of course, and haven't got the same sort of tyre budget for testing as everyone else. It looks like a problem for Hoggard with the tracking now. His rear left is hanging off. He's obviously damaged the suspension or the drive shaft. The rear left is damaged, but he's got it back to the pits. What's Tonteri doing there? It looks like he's broken down. It does not look good, does it, for Povo Tonteri? He was in 6th place. And Simmons then leads the race, round 23 of the championship, putting away Sebastian Priaulx. Next up then Cian Duis. Are we going to see, we've got a little bit of a move on there with, I think, Suleiman busy having a look. Are we going to see any place change in this opening lap? Spray is very difficult for everybody to deal with. That's a great shot, which really shows how difficult it is. Doohan followed by Suleiman. It's so difficult for anyone further back to see where they're going. You can see them all going down the straight, trying to find a different line from someone else. As you can see what Hauger going down the inside there, turn 3, but Sharp tries to send it around the outside. Probably should have given up a little bit earlier, but he didn't lose too much there. He just dropped 2 wheels in the gravel, and there's still plenty of grip, especially in these conditions. Yeah, he's got Alvarez now right behind him as well. Wants the position back, and the momentum carried through. Alvarez goes back through on the inside line. Jamie will get his head down and start again, but it's at the back of the pack again. But the steepest bit is definitely the hairpin, and you've really got to try and roll off the brakes. As you can see, Duis running a little bit wide coming out of Clark. That's allowed Pasma to get alongside him, but is he going to get squeezed onto the grass? It is side by side, Phil, isn't it? Now a little knock there, wheel to wheel as they come down into Taylor's, and Duis on the outside line might go for the cut back here, but he could leave the door open for Doohan, who tries to come through, taps into the side of him and winds up facing the wrong way. Suleiman's through, Hauger's through. This is going to put more points to Hauger's elbow here. Goodness me, it all turns around as quickly as the cars do. Here we go, we've got a move here as we've got Alvarez. Alvarez has come up well, hasn't he? Yes, he has, yes. He was in 9th place on the, well, 8th place just in front of Hauger on the restart, and he's now enticing with Suleiman. So hats off to the Mexican who's really getting stuck in, and Hauger, who's last on the restart behind the safety car, has worked his way through up into 5th position. He's up ahead now of Jack Doohan, which is going to be good for him in terms of not only the overall championship, but also that rookie crown as well. Rookie title winner gets an entry for next year. I think those boys, out of those two, they're both going to move on as he gets sideways, and again, super car control. Yeah, that was an excellent car control there. He just ran a little bit wide. You can see again, he's just struggling now for grip. He's pushing hard. He knows it's the last lap. He needs to get past Duis. Is he going to try and make a lunge at the hairpin? But Simmons has done an amazing job to win this race. Simmons has already climbed up the hill out of the hairpin and takes the checkered flag to bag win number 4 of the 2018 season. Second place will go to Sebastian Priaulx. Priaulx therefore takes a 6th podium of the year, a 5th, second position. He had a win at Brands Hatch in the opening round, but Simmons rightly delighted with that. Here's how they finished in round 23. Ayrton Simmons taking the win. Sebastian Priaulx in second from Patrick Pasma. Then Kian Jewis and Dennis Hauger. Manuel Suleiman in sixth. Sebastian Alvarez seventh ahead of Jamie Sharp. Jack Doohan completing the finishes. Non-finish for Paavo Tonteri, Jonathan Hoggard and Josh Skelton. And that confirmed. Here's the grid. Jonathan Hoggard pole, Patrick Pasma alongside Jack Doohan, the leading rookie. Kian Jewis is next to him on row 2, then Seb Priaulx and Dennis Hauger. Row 4, Ayrton Simmons and Paavo Tonteri. Manuel Suleiman on row 5 with Josh Skelton. The grid completed by Sebastian Alvarez and Jamie Sharp. Lights on, out they go. Good start from Hoggard. Pasma looking to just nip across the outside line of Jack Doohan to annex third place, but Kian Jewis has made a belter. Look at Jewis, he's going side by side with them as they go into Duffers Dip. Slips back into third place. Jewis from P4 will be happy with that start, I'm sure. Down into turn 1 for the first time. Are they going to hang on this contact? Priaulx goes around, Doohan goes around, Hauger's through the gravel trying to avoid the rest of them, I think, making it through safely. If that's a staller, Priaulx's got it going. Fair play to Sebastian Priaulx, who gets it going, and he's stuck on the... He's beached now. That happened to me in a single-seater once, believe it or not. And that's got to be a safety car, isn't it? You're going to have to slow the boys down.
Probably can just about see the safety car going through the hairpin now. He's got his foot down, he's ready to go. Pasma's sort of gone with him. Jewis is there with Pasma as well, but it's a good restart from Hoggard.
Yeah, he's read that situation very well indeed, and comes down into Taylor's the hairpin. Loads of standing water there, and now uphill right the way to the start-finish line. The start-finish line's in separate positions here at Knockhill, pretty unique in that regard. There's Jewis really having a look now at Pasma for second place, all over the back of him on the restart. Looks outside, is he going to dip back inside? No, back to the outside line, trying to carry the speed as they come down Duffers Dip and challenge for that second place.
It's so hard, there's such small mirrors on these cars, so you can't really see a great deal, especially with this amount of spray. Look at Jewis, big moment!
Sideways moment from just now. Will the car have been knocked out from that earlier contact? That's the thing. Simmons is going through, and Simmons has done a lot of hard work, makes it through. And Simmons passes the championship leader. Hauger's all over the back of him as well now, and he's going to have to run and try and go through. Simmons is through. Then Jewis not looking a happy bunny at the moment. The door's open for Hauger to come through on the inside line, which he does, and takes the position. Sebastian Alvarez, well, we said that Sebastian Priaulx might have an outside chance of picking up some points. That's still there. That possibly another safety car, because there'll be marshals on circuit to sort that out. Paavo Tonteri had that problem, didn't he, in race number 2?
It was funny. I was thinking it was a double R car, but it wasn't Alvarez. It was Tonteri who broke down under the safety car. Yeah. Luckily by the recovery vehicle, which actually picked him up very quickly. But this is not going to be too bad. There is going to be a safety car, but it won't be too bad because he's near the pit lane. So hopefully they can grab him.
Fascinating to watch these restarts, and Hoggard's done 2 pretty good ones. Simmons still in third place. Hoggard still with the fastest lap. Oh, we're not going to get another safety car now, because there's Suleiman that's busy, keeps it going, uses a bit of the escape road there. But look at Hauger really piling the pressure on Simmons now, and this is survival for Simmons on the podium. He was up and challenging for second place earlier on, but this is the last lap, and can Ayrton hang on to a podium? It's not been a bad weekend for him thus far with that win in the reverse grid race, his second reverse grid race win of the season in race number 2 here at Knockhill. But Hauger, maybe Simmons done enough to hold him off. Yeah, it looks like he's pulled a little bit as he comes out of Clark, but can he make one last move down the inside into the hairpin? He's got one last chance. Can he get the traction off the hairpin? It looks like Simmons got this one covered, unless he can get back to the inside. No, Simmons has done a good job there to get P3. Win number 5 of the 2018 season for Jonathan Hoggard. Patrick Pasma second. Then it was Ayrton Simmons in third place. Here comes race. Manuel Suleiman just trying to pop another lap, or a lap, on Sebastian Priaulx as they come up towards the line. It was behind Hauger, it was Jewis, Doohan, Tonteri, then Josh Skelton, Jamie Sharp in 9th place, Manuel Suleiman 10th, and Sebastian Priaulx just outside the points. Round 24 of the F4 British Championship here at Knockhill, won by Jonathan Hoggard. Patrick Pasma in second, Simmons third from Dennis Hauger, then Kian Jewis and Jack Doohan. Paavo Tonteri is 7th from Josh Skelton, Jamie Sharp 9th, and Manuel Suleiman in 10th. 11th position goes to Seb Priaulx, and non-finish for Sebastian Alvarez.
It's a good time to hit a bit of form, isn't it, going into the final 6 races?
Yeah, definitely. The big rounds, Silverstone and Brands GP. Really enjoy those tracks. Silverstone, I got my first podium last year, so hoping for good things.
and also knowing that you can cope with pressure as well, with people knocking on the door, and you haven't relented.
Yeah, definitely. It was a bit of a struggle the first part of the race. Patrick was quite close to me, but I sort of had to work out the best lines and where to carry more speed, and then I pulled a bit of a gap.
Patrick Pasma, another very busy race. Tell us about it from your perspective.
Yeah, finished P2. Yeah, it was a quite boring race from my side. Didn't really happen that much. Yeah, it was couldn't see that much from when Hoka was front of me, but yeah, still good points for a championship, and yeah.
Ayrton, congratulations. Considering the amount of cars you had to overtake there, third place, a decent result to end your weekend.
Yeah, definitely. I think the conditions did help a bit for us as a team, especially. But you know, it's still good to be starting outside the top 6 and work our way up to third. It was a pretty hard task, but we had to do it for the championship, so I'm pretty pleased with that.